Hey, everybody. Hello. Let me see. Okay, there you are. Hey, Alicia. I don't know if anybody else is on there or not. Say anything. I I just hope I can see the chat. You guys start typing stuff so I can see if my chat's working. Oh, there you go. It shows 5 watching. Now it's down to 2. Hey, Grandma Karen. Hello. How are you? Thank you for coming. Alicia, you're always so great about being there. So, oh my goodness. 48 seconds into it. There we go. Doing good. How about you? I am fine. I've been busy, busy, but things are coming together. So, but yeah, it was crazy last week. So, I hope you found my note in the community, um, under the community tab and everything that I couldn't, because I know a lot of people went in there and they were at least hit like or something or viewed it or whatever. So I was able to do that. So anyway, yeah, it's been pretty wild. How it's been pretty mild actually weather-wise around here this last week. Lots of fog. And so when we get fog, we get a lot of frost. The foggy frost type of stuff on that just coats all the trees and it's so beautiful. It's just you look outside and it's like everything is like a flocked Christmas tree, so it's all flocked and everything. So hey man, Sarah, how are you? Oh, well, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I did watch your video today too, and it's like, oh, okay, it's that time of year in the north that we're all talking about planting the garden and seeds and everything. So, um, you did a great job. You really did. So, you let Michigan Daffodil grow. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Alicia, so much. Hey, from Sunflower Marsha. Good evening to you. Yes, it is exciting to all of a sudden it's like, whoo. I mean, for us, it's really basically months away yet before we can actually plant, but get out in the garden and plant stuff. But like you said, we need to start um, things, some things mid-February, some mid-March, and I mean it is January 23rd already, and so it's like we're just weeks away from having to start things. Hi, Katrina's sister. Yes, the hoarfrost was beautiful. We've had so many days in the last couple weeks of just some beautiful hoarfrost, and it's been really nice, very, very, very beautiful and amazing. The one thing it is though, a lot of overcast days. So we get like an afternoon of sunshine, maybe once a week. Maybe once every 10 days, and it's like so that gets a little bit hard, but when it's mild like this, but, never fear, my fellow Minnesotans, winter is actually coming. Saturday is supposed to start with, below 0 temperatures again and Fahrenheit, so, yeah, we're supposed to be I don't know, the highs won't be above 0, at least out for me, so, time is flying by. Yes, it is. Hey, Kiri. Hello. It is. It's just like, didn't we just finish Christmas last week? There is something, and I know spring will be here before we know it, and won't be ready. So I was outside, had my little my sawhorses and my little table thing on top of it outside. It was like 30 degrees, so it was very nice. And I was cutting a bunch of wood, like 2x8s, to and sawing into boards to particular size because I'm going to be building a cart that has to be heavy duty and so Finishing up, trying to finish up a couple cabinets that I started a year ago, and um, just some things like that. So on these really mild days and these nice days, I'm trying to get outside and get that stuff cut or sanded or whatever, and then bring them inside. Then I can paint them and stuff inside. But so the projects continue to go on. So, who else uses this time during winter to clean through rooms and purge and organize and different things like that? Using your notebooks you can tag. Okay. Yeah, it is so much easier, Alicia, to take. Hi, Lynn. How are you? You had heavy wind and rain on Thursday. 8 inches. 8 inches of rain? Oh my goodness. Uh, oh, Kira, you're getting a cold front again, huh? Um, I know. I got so many things going on. When it's just me, there's just so much that has to happen. But Julie, you're here. Hello. I know that's the only thing, Alicia, when our midwinter we have a mild streak, is that it feels like spring is right around the corner. And then we have temperatures in the negative teens and negative 20s coming up. It's like, oh. So I know it looks like I just got out of bed, but I didn't. I'm 8 inches of snow. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was wondering, it's like 8 inches of rain. I know California's getting lots of rain, but I didn't know you guys were too. But yeah, we're supposed to have some snow on Wednesday, maybe. Let me check again. Yes, we have a 40% chance on Wednesday. Um, so, oh, Friday. Friday jumps up to 30 degrees and then it hits a -4 by the end of the day. Nice drop. Sunday is -14. Oh, Tuesday we get up to 0 during the day. Woo! But from Friday through Wednesday, I mean, Wednesday, the high is -6 Fahrenheit, and the low is -16. So, and that's without the wind chills. So we've got, so far that's like 4 or 5 days straight. I mean, that's the 10-day forecast. So that's all that I can see at this point. But, they, they will, um, I have found that in the winter, they actually, the temperatures are a little bit warmer than what they end up being. And in the summer, they're a little cooler. They forecast it a little cooler than what it ends up being. So I think they tried to psych us out or something. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lynn, no kidding. We need some sun. Absolutely, we need some sun. Um, I think we'll get it with those cold temperatures. But I think we've been without sun for so long. It's like the cold will be bearable if we could just have some sunshine. Oh, so I'm thinking. So, anyway, yes, I've got another project going, building another cart, a heavy duty one. I'm using 2x10s, and because it needs to hold a lot of weight and everything. So, and it's gonna be on wheels, and so trying to figure out all of the engineering with that, and how to cut the boards because it can only be a certain height and different things like that. So it took me like a couple hours just to figure out. It's like, okay, how many boards do I need of this and that and everything else? And so anyway, I got those all cut. Hopefully tomorrow I can get everything sanded outside, and then I'll be good to go for a while. Oh, Grandma Karen, I hope you do too. I hope you do. So, um, what other things do I have? Okay. So, for you guys, have I heard from? No, I haven't. Um, I know there's some things going on with all that that I am not going to share on here, but um, so anyway, I I have not heard from him, so no. Um, what do we have here? Okay, so we're going to talk about seeds and well, planting your garden. Okay, first of all, um, again, grow what you know you're going to eat, especially if you are limited in space. And I mean, certainly if there are things that you've never tried, um, certainly try to grow them if you want to. Allow certain space in your garden just for experimenting and different things like that. But if you absolutely hate rutabagas and you've tried them before in the store, you've done all that, but you're like, oh, they look so cool in the garden. People try to grow them and well, she try to grow them. And it's like, you're not going to eat them and they take up a lot of room. So don't plant and don't grow what you're not going to eat. And so, oh, that's so great, Carrie. That's awesome. Hey, Donna, how are you? Bex, good evening to you. Um, yeah, so when you hear that statement of grow what you eat and eat what you grow, um, when I first started out, there was another channel. Um, it was what was it, Rainbow Valley Ranch, I think. I always wanted to call it Hidden Valley Ranch, but I think it was Rainbow Valley Ranch out in Wyoming or Colorado. So you can't grow steaks. Hey, Gear, how are you? That would be nice. Yeah, I don't have room for a steak machine either, so that would be great. Anyways, so it was way back in my first year on the channel, and I've been going at it for over 4 years now. But when I got to know her and a little bit, and I did a garden plan, kind of like around this time of year, and when said that, eat what you grow and then grow what you eat. And she's she commented, it wrote to me, I don't know, email or comment or something. She's like, I have always heard that and I never knew what they meant by it. She said, but the way you explained it is like, now I get it. It makes so much sense. It's like you don't want to be taking up room in your garden for a bunch of things that you're not going to can, you're not going to preserve, you're not going to eat. Um, Now, if there are things that you're growing for your animals, fine. If your animals love a lot of rutabagas and squash and everything, but you don't really eat them, have a designated animal garden or something like that. So, steak machine, I know, isn't that good? Hey, J&B, how are you? Um, yes. Oh, that's good. You need moisture. I could still have enough snow here. I have enough, especially on my roof. I don't need any more weight on the roof up there. So, but anyway, yes. So, you can do that, but in your garden space, like, so I did just a brief little sketch because I can't find my sheet that has my garden map on it. So I haven't gotten my printer working yet. So anyway, I just took did a quick sketch of my garden and my beds that I have. So these are long ones. They go down one side. This is my gate. My house is over here. So then I've got three that are 4x6, and then 3x6s, and then three here. So this one is my comfrey. This one are my herbs. and this one are my strawberries. So those three, um, unless I decide to dig up all my strawberries and use that space for something else, but not this year. I've got too many other things going on. I have a greenhouse to put up, and I have got another garden to build. So, um, herbs and strawberries. So, okay. So I've marked these already with the comfrey, the herbs, and the strawberries. So, hey, Patty. Hello. How are you? Oh, we can. And Patty. So Tinker's wife, Patty, and Patty from Southern Bless Homestead. They're both getting on here. It's like, tonight is your night to sketch your garden. Yes. Oh, I know. It's, well, yeah, to find your space. And if you need, you know, double width or something or whatever for your garden, or if you have this one area or whatever. Now I just did a quick sketch for here. So because I know my beds and different things like that, but the one reason it's great to use graph paper or a quadrille, they call it too, the graph paper, is so that you can actually, like make one square equal 2 feet or something like that if you need the space, and or 1 foot, whatever it is, and so that you can actually design out what your space actually is. So you can say, okay, I have a 2 by 10 area here that I want to put all into tomatoes, or I have something like that. It helps you keep a straight line. No kidding. Hey, I can't even draw straight lines on my graph paper. Look at that. So, the name for the shaky. Oh, um, so sorry about that. So it's like, okay, so I know that these beds are taken up. So then I've got these others, and what I have to do is go back and look at last year what I had planted in these, because I like to rotate them out. I don't like having um green beans in the same bed every year, or onions in the same bed every year, or something like that, because um, these beds will get different amounts of sun. Um, and then the soil, um, each one, like the beans will put nutrients back into the soil, but onions will rob the soil of nutrients. So it's what do I do for a crooked garden? Oh, you have to. Oh, I don't know, get a straighter fence, I guess, or someone who could put up a straighter fence. Oh, it's funny. You guys are great. Hey, Mac, hello. How are you doing? Um, oh, that's so cool, Donna. Yeah. How easy it's to grow strawberries? How long do they take? Do you start them inside? The best way is to get the root. It's really hard to grow a strawberry from seed, a strawberry plant, because it takes 2 or 3 years for the plant to actually develop up and grow. You need them from start. So to order the plants as a bare root, and you can get anywhere from like um, 10 plants in an order to 25 or 50 plants in an order, depending on your size, your space. I would allow, what would you say, Patty, about one plant every square foot? I think something like that. So there once was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. Oh, you guys are in rare form. Awesome. Um, that's so great. Yes, and there are, yeah, at least that, maybe every, it depends, because they will get big and they will spread. So maybe one every 18 inches or something, um, depending on your space. Now you can put them in a pot. You can use Alicia, you don't have much space, so I would even go with if you can get one of the towers. I'm drawing a blank here. um, it is, and I've got one. It's like one of the towers. Yes. So, hey, Michigan Daffodil, hello. Um, oh, do we have Samira? Hello. Wendy, hi. Greenstock, thank you. Yes, getting so a green stock, a green stock, yes. Bex, that's funny. So 12 to 18 inches of recommend spacing, yeah. So so with a green stock, you can stick them in there and they will do nicely, and you're going vertical. Your footprint is only about at the most 2.5 feet in diameter, something like it, 3 feet in diameter. So, so that's something you could do with strawberries. Strawberries do very, very well in green stocks um, and lettuce and herbs and stuff like that. So that's something you could do. The overwintering them, you probably still want to cover them somehow, get them inside. I lost a bunch of them because I wasn't, probably should have watered them before I put them up for the winter. But anyway, those my strawberry bed does very, very well. Okay. I don't know if Amazon has green stocks. I'm not sure. But otherwise, yes. And I think that's what I didn't do, Patty, was when I put them away for the year. This was not last fall, but the year before. I didn't water them. Oh, great. Amazon does have green stocks. Ah, very cool. Okay. So this is the space that I know that I have. All right. I've gotten, then the next thing you do is you look through your seeds, see what you have. Sarah did a great job this morning on showing you how to do that. And really, we have the same seed organizing thing going on here. But, okay, where are we here? There we are. Oops. Like, I just don't have much room here on my desk. You guys just take up so much room here. Okay, so let's say I just pull these out. Peppers, paprika peppers. So I've got actually 2 cases of peppers. I have one that is sweet peppers, and hot peppers. So that's how I have them divided up. So I have the paprika I happen to pull out, the ones that are hot. So, hey, Eli, no worries. I hope you're doing well. So King of the North peppers. We have, look at these peppers. Oh, so pretty. And Barskies. Here's a purple beauty. Lipstick peppers. So, ooh, nadapinos. I've got some of those. Shishitos. Giant Marconi. So I've got tons of pepper seeds here. And I probably don't need more than 3 or 4 plants, to be honest with you. So, so I have to figure out exactly which peppers I want to grow. And so in peppers, you need to start from seed indoors, right? And I know I'm probably speaking to the choir here with a lot of these things, but sometimes you get somebody who really hasn't done this process before. Which one's Donna? Some are Baker Creek, some are Annie's. Baker Creek. This one's Seed Savers. This is M.I. Gardner. So I've got a few different places. So He loves spicy peppers. These are all sweet peppers. They're mild. So, oh yeah, purple beauties. The nata pinos. Anybody who doesn't know what a nata pino is, the true leaf is a good one too. Yes, it's a jalapeno that doesn't have the heat. It's got the flavor, but not the heat. So, so anybody who can't do the heat, they can do that. So yes, and then my hot peppers. So anyway, lots of different peppers. And so maybe since I only really need like 4 plants, because peppers really I just eat fresh. I don't have usually really good luck with growing them for, I mean, I did banana peppers a couple years ago. I had tons of those, and I still have lots of jars of pickled banana peppers. So I don't know, I just don't need to grow those for a while. I did half a bed of the purple peppers. I don't even remember what they're called now, but so that's so great, Patty. Oh, hey, Glenn. Good evening to you. So, there might be now. I have a designated area that I would want to put the peppers in. So instead of taking up a whole, let me see. There we go. I have 2 of these full. So I've got them all labeled, like you can see here. And I'm not going to pull everything out, but I just want to kind of show you guys kind of what we do here in the process. So, okay. So now I've got, last year I grew peppers in this little bed and it was great. Oh, and I ended up putting my green stock like right in here. Put a circle there. And that worked out well. So don't know if I'm going to put it in there again this year or not. But anyway, so last year I put the peppers in here and they did really, really well. They weren't competing for anything else or with anything else or anything like that. And I think I only had 3 plants in there, but they did great. And I like the peppers for fresh eating. Now, if and I have plenty of dried peppers and stuff like that in the way of lots of paprika, lots of chili pepper, a lot of, all those other kinds of things for seasonings and stuff like that. So I probably don't need to grow anything like that. So that again is so like, look at your supply. What do you need to grow this year? It's like, if I still have, 50 jars of tomato sauce down there in my pantry downstairs on my shelves, and it's just me, there's no way that I am going to go through that by, July. In 6 months. And so it's like there's no need for me to grow tomatoes. And actually this year I don't have to grow tomatoes again. It's last year I did, but I still have so much tomato product from 2 years ago that 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was mostly 2020, that I have to use up. And so for me to grow tomatoes just for the fun of growing tomatoes is really a waste of garden space, because I'm limited in what I have. I just have these beds. So if I don't need to grow tomatoes, why should I do that? I know you had a question. Do I have a fence around all those? I have a fence around here, and it's a 3-foot fence, and then a gate here with a kind of arbor type of thing going over there. So yes, I have, and it's like a double fence. It's rabbit fencing with chicken wire around. So it's a 3-foot rabbit fence with 2-foot chicken wire around there. So because the rabbits still can get in through the rabbit fencing. Oh. So you went to grow all the peppers. There you fit. Patty G, you have so much room in your garden. It's just you have a beautiful garden too, and it's like, and your long growing season too is just incredible. So you can certainly grow a lot of peppers out there. So, and Tinker's wife, Patty, you may grow peppers in your garden bed along the front of your house. Ooh, that would be so nice. That would look really good. Patty, how are you liking your house? Are things going well? I'm just so happy for you that you found a place. Really, I know I'm a sweet pepper person too. I'm not much of a hot pepper person. So, oh, what do we have here? Peppers grow. Yes, Julie, peppers grow. They got sunburned last year. I didn't remember that. Huh. Okay. Sweet peppers for you. You had tons of hot peppers last year. Okay. Good plain. Um, where were you here? I missed it here. I'm a little behind. What is a good plain eating raw pepper? Um, good. You're getting some some help from someone else. Now you, now you need to win cayenne peppers. I don't know if I have any cayennes here. I should see if I do. Carpaccio, nice. I'll tell you what, I think Julie has every single pepper seed on the planet. I think you do. Um, so I don't know. I try different kinds of peppers. I'm not in growing one particular one, but it and really because of my growing season, the short, I need to have something that grows well. We very rarely are able to get anything to fully ripen. In other words, turn orange or red or anything. So most of our peppers are end up green. Um, and yes, Eli, I know that means that they're underripe, but we don't have enough growing season to ripen them. So, okay. Ooh, here's some cayenne peppers. That anybody wants to look at it, see what a cayenne pepper looks like. That's what they are. And that one was just, I think I got it at Menards or something. But it's for 2019, so I'm not sure if they would still grow or not. But um, I grew these one year. These are really fun. These are hot peppers. They're poinsettia peppers, and they were so cute on there. So, all right, I'm getting really behind here. Um, let's grow what is that is a good point, Patty. To grow what is expensive to buy. Good point. Very good point. So things that are so. Do I ever make condiments with tomatoes? Ketchup or barbecue. I do make barbecue sauce. I have tried ketchup in the past. I eat very little ketchup, so very little to none. So it's not worth it for me to do that. I did try that years ago, and but it's you have to cook it down so far, and it was it was when the kids were still young, and it was like it took a long time. But you might, Sarah, you might find a process out there that maybe go quicker. I'm not sure. So, but that's a great question. But I do barbecue. I do barbecue sauce. I actually take. I have a recipe, but I just and it calls for just really tomato sauce, and so I just use my regular spaghetti sauce or whatever my pasta sauce, tomato sauce, whatever you want to call it. So I use my regular sauce and just incorporate it into the recipe. And so that's so great. Oh, Patty, I'm so glad for you. I'm so glad. I think you do too. The pepper, yeah, exactly. Um, oh, okay. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here, you guys. I'm so glad that you're all here. 24 of you. That's so awesome. Um, You can't find artichoke seeds. Ooh, that would be interesting to grow. I don't I don't know. Can we grow them here? Oh, Alicia, I don't know if I could ship that, like a quart of barbecue sauce. What I would do is give you the recipe, um, so you could make your own. That would probably be better. It's really not hard. You just throw everything in a blender and just let it go. So, death pepper boxes. You're so funny. You roast your tomatoes down in the oven, which does two things. It enhances the flavors. The tomato reduces all that liquid. You can easily make paste. I do that too. It is the easiest way. When I'm making tomato sauce, I core the tomatoes. And just even if they're smaller, I leave them whole. If they're like the big giant, beefsteak tomatoes, I might cut them in half and just lay them face down. Um, and then I'll throw onions and garlic and what else do I put in there? Sometimes some peppers and stuff like that, and then drizzle it with some olive oil and just put them in the oven for like an hour or something like that, and just cook them down, and then they're soft. I leave the skins on and everything, and then take them out, let them cool down a little bit, put them in the blender, just blend it up, and I've got tomato sauce, and it's just, like, so great. Um, Artichokes, yeah, I was wondering about that, Patty. They take a longer growing season? Okay. Laura from Garden Answer grew them, and the flowers were gorgeous. Ooh, I wonder if you have a greenhouse or something, you might be able to do that. Well, that's great that you tried that, Kiri. That's awesome. Um, and then here's jalapenos. This is Chinese 5-color. So there's some other hot peppers I had here. So I've had those for a while because I don't eat hot peppers, and so they're kind of growing in there. So anyway, so you go through, you find out what you want to grow this year. It's like, what do I want to grow? Actually might try the nata and then be able to incorporate those into some recipes. So, like I said, peppers I want to use fresh. Bunching onions I use fresh. So or green onions, whatever you want to call them. So I will start those from seed right out in the garden. I don't do those early because they grow enough so that I can instead of like weeding them out, I will pull the ones that are getting big enough and use those, and then the others can start growing and different things like that. So, yeah, the onions I will use fresh. I have not. Oh, we've had some very hot, dry starts of our growing season here. So, I have not had luck starting my onions from seed and getting them. They start great in here, but once I get them out in the garden, they just don't do anything. And last year, most of them survived, but they didn't get bigger. They didn't get bigger than this. So it was like they were still like what an onion set would be. And I was not able to get them out of the garden in time before they froze. And so it was just I'm just gonna go back to doing onion sets in my garden and just stick them in there, let them grow, and that's what I've had the best luck with. Um, but okay, but how do I get the labels to stick to your containers? Mine wouldn't stick. Um, these are it's the that little machine that makes it's a label maker. So they would try to come off at first, but I just had to keep pressing them in there and pressing them on. And so you might even have to help them along and glue them or something like that. But every once in a while, I have to go back over and just press on them again. Not opinion habanadas. Not grown them yet. You can grow peppers indoors under a light too. Um, ooh, okay. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like a couple of winters ago, I tried growing lettuce. I don't know unless it was last winter. Maybe it was. Anyway, I was trying to grow lettuce through the year in my little greenhouse starter thing that I have in here, and it did not do well. I mean, it would grow, and I could cut it and use it, but I got such bad bugs and insects and stuff like that, and it was just like, so I have a real problem keeping vegetable plants through the winter inside here. Um, I just don't want to deal with all the all the bugs and everything. So I just, you know, I'll grow my starts and then be able to get them outside, and those do great and everything. But trying to grow actual food and even herbs and stuff like that, they just, I don't know if it's just my house or what it is, but something about it, it just attracts all kinds of insects. So I'm like, I don't really want to share my winter house with all of these insects. It's bad enough I had to deal with them all summer long. So you can grow peppers, and okay, it's a good sweet pepper. I think I'm gonna need to sneeze here pretty soon. Brother label makers word. Okay. Hey kitty. Um, I hope your leek seeds do better than the onion seeds did. Ugh. Can you get leek sets like onions? Or leeks need to start from seed like that? I've never seen leek sets. I'm just really wondering about that. And so, could be the dry, warmer that they are not found of. That's true. Okay. I can get leek sets? Oh, I might try that then because again, I just haven't had luck starting the leeks. Yeah, I know they're best from seeds. Okay. Dixondale. Okay. I'll have to remember that. Remind me that again later. So, hey, Prep for Eternity, how are you? Thanks, Grammy Karen. So, okay. So, what I would need to do, we don't really have enough time here, but Sarah worked out a great thing too. But so I've got my plan. I go through my seeds. Also have to go through my inventory my pantry, figure out what it is I still have and what I need to preserve, what I want to put up, whether it's canned or dehydrated or frozen or whatever it is. So you want to find out what it is that you need to grow this year. And again, think about the things that you want to just eat fresh, that you don't even want to preserve, but you just want fresh stuff like, if you maybe just want your strawberries fresh, or it's all kind of nice to have a bag of them in the freezer just to pull out. But trying to find Yukon Chief corn. Oh, wow. I've not heard of that. Um, that's cute. Hug that like button. That's cute. Leeks were your biggest surprise plant. I think you are supposed to plant like the same time as garlic. Oh, okay. Um, I know that Dave at Oak Knob Farm, who isn't here tonight, um, he grows a lot of leeks and does really well with them. So, so anyway, I usually typically will do an entire bed of onions, and so it's somewhere around 100 sets or bulbs that I'll start. So, do a bed of onions. I'll do a bed of green beans. I don't know if I'll do a 3x6 or a 4x6, so I'll do one of those. I have purple beans this year, and I want to do those. And so I might, I don't know if I'll do that, but anyway, so I'm going to do peppers here. I just might, well, see, I like to do one of these in the green onions or the bunching onions and do one of these in the peppers. But I could do something else. Now, this one gets shaded by my apricot tree. So what goes in here gets like morning and early afternoon sun, but by like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's starting to get shady there. And then by 2 or so, this is getting some shade. Tomatoes have done really, really well here, but because of the shade, green beans don't do so well. Carrots don't do as well. So they need to have more sun. So again, look at your garden space, what gets sun. Like Patty said, um, the front of her house gets some sun. She wants to put peppers there. So that would be a great place. So this one has been traditionally I put like kind of a whole mishmash of things in here, but a lot of herbs and different things like that. Now I have my herb perennials here, but then I'll put my annual herbs in here, basil and parsley and just some other things that won't make it through the winter. So then that leaves these two that I kind of rotate. Well, that's strawberries. So then this one kind of gets a rotation of either tomatoes or green beans or different things like that. And so then I rotate these three. And so sometimes I'll do like, a couple rows of carrots and then I'll put some onions in there too or something like that. So Victory Seeds yes, there's a lot of seed companies out there, you guys. So really look around for them. Research, Google them. Do just look for things. There's even like smaller companies like Annie's or like you said, True Leaf, Victory Seeds. Some of these smaller companies have great seeds and really good prices too. So thank you, Grammy Karen. Do I have problems with deer jumping the fence or raccoons climbing over? I have not seen a deer at all in the 27 years that I've been here. So no, I don't have a problem with deer, and I have not seen raccoons either. So I have trouble with rabbits, but I've got fencing around everything. So that keeps them out. When I'm working in there, I have to make sure I keep my gate closed so that those little stinkers don't run in and out. I have to put things out and be careful because of the squirrels. The squirrels love to get in there. They will eat all my apples off my apple trees. And they'll go and they'll pick the best, ripest apple and take one bite out of it and drop it on the ground. And I'm like, so anyway, so the squirrels, rabbits, the strawberries, I do have to put a net over them because of the birds and the squirrels too. But JP peppers for hot pepper seeds. Okay. Look at all these things you guys are doing. So you had a groundhog climb a tree. Oh my goodness. Wow. Bugs hate the onions. Okay. That is a great tip there, Julie, is that if you had a bed that had a lot of bugs and stuff, yeah, fill it with onions and stuff because it drives most of them away. They really don't like it. Biggest is rabbits. Oh, okay. You have a metal water trough that used to be a worm bin. It's elevated. Have a golf ball in it. Chickens occasion. Ah, oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are so great. I'm so glad. Yes, prep for eternity. I've had to do that too. I've got 2-foot chicken wire around my 3-foot rabbit fence. So in order to keep them out, you'll probably see skunk, raccoon, and coyotes. Wow, I thought you were right in town. You will not be growing corn. Okay, they can just. Oh my goodness, yes. There's some that can really do some damage out there. So, so then I have got this side bed here. So these are 1 by 8s. So I've got 3 of them. So it's 24 feet of, but of a one. And I've done different things in them. I've done squash. I've done like sunflowers with other things. I've done a mix of vegetables, carrots, and um, radishes, and uh, chard, and a bunch of different things that will grow in there. Last year I did peas because then they just went up the fence. So that did really well. I did peas, and so with it being 1 feet, I can, or 1 foot there, I can do the the peas right along the edge here, and then I did lettuce close to this edge, and which is one thing nice about raised beds is because you can plant right near the edge of them, and they can kind of flow over and stuff like that. So but so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want in here. So um, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to figure out where I want to put everything, and again figure out what I want to plant. I don't need any seeds this year. I've got really everything that I ever do grow and eat, so I do not need to buy any more seeds. Um, but I do know I'm going to do onions and beans and carrots and peppers and herbs, and and I may just I may even do something like do 1 bed of green beans and then fill these with green beans. I might do succession planting. I might do purple beans here, and then 2 weeks later put in some green beans, and then 2 weeks later put in some yellow beans or something like that. Do bush beans. I do bush beans instead of pole beans. So I mean, there's just a lot of possibilities that I could do with something like that. I do want to grow some zucchini and stuff like that, so that might be a different bed. Um, Eli, that is a good problem solver there. Absolutely. Um, oh, that's nice, Patty. That's a nice sized town. Um, oh, Donnie, I'm sorry. I think I asked you once, and I totally forgot, so I apologize. You don't grow any corn anymore because of the coons. Okay. What do we have here? Raised bed garden. Oh, yes. Hey, busy little house. Hello. Missed you too. You- Julie, if you buy any, don't tell me. Because I will get all over your case on that. Oh, you're going to try growing squash vertically on a post, pruning off the leaves as it grows up. That'll be so great. That'll be really, really good. Um, so anyway, there are some things. So now is the time for me to figure out what I want to grow, where I want to put things, going through my seeds, going inventory my pantry, see what I've got, and figure out things. So um, anyway, yeah, busy summer, and then so eternity is your country neighborhood. Mm. Wendy. Oh, you know what? It's like seeds. Yep. So anyway, my garden tip for tonight is to plan your garden and buy your seeds now. So even if you don't have anything like specific here, It's like, okay, in this little corner, I'm going to have 1 square foot of basil, and then I'm going to have this. Even if you don't have it designed out yet like that, find out what it is that you want to grow, and then take that and then incorporate that list of wishes of the things that you want to grow, incorporate that into your beds, your design, your garden space in that way. So you can figure out, it's like, okay, what do I want to do? And so, what, because I normally do this with bunching onions, maybe I'll take one of these beds and do bunching onions here. 8 feet of them, though, quite a bit. So I might do half of a bed with onions, and then be able to do 2 beds of peppers. I could do 2 different kinds of peppers in there. I may even take one of these and do peppers, so maybe peppers, green beans, and onions and carrots or something. I mean, so really, almost even to the time that I go and start planting, I will change things up a lot. And don't be afraid to change it up, different things like that. Grow extra this year. Yes. Oh, buy seeds to barter. Okay. Julie, you got a lot of lot of barter power. Oh, okay. It's killing. I know. I know. It's barter is a trigger. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. So you're gonna go plant with snow tomorrow? Oh, I know. It's like as soon as it gets a little warm, we just want to get out there and get the things done. But just keep in mind your last frost date. Mine is like May 20th. And so it's like I just can't get out there before Memorial weekend. And even if it's like looking so great and everything and it's warmed up, there are a lot of things I can do outside in the garden before I actually plant. So we just want to really shoveling a snow maze. I'm, my area, my driveway and sidewalks and everything look a little bit like a piece of art out there, I think. Um, oh, I know, Julie. I know. Um, but okay. And then my prep tip for tonight is, if you are just starting to garden and maybe you've only done it 1 or 2 years or something like that, again, plan what fruits and vegetables you want to preserve. Okay. So the things that you want to preserve, not just eat fresh, not just grow or something. What do you want to preserve? What do you want on your shelves? Okay. If you've never canned at all, um, and you want to do that, get the equipment now and start practicing. Get a bag of potatoes or something from the grocery store, whatever it is, and start practicing now of how to can, whether it's water bath canning or pressure canning or something like that. But get the equipment, practice now. Don't let your precious harvest be the first time that you try, because you might screw it up and then you're just like, "Oh, I just spent all summer growing these," and it's like, oh no. So oh, great idea, Eli. That's a great idea. I like that. Um, yeah, you guys are so great. I know the hour went so fast. It really did. You want to preserve salsa and tomato sauce. There you go. Um, you wasted so many hours on food that we didn't even like. Exactly, busy little house. Exactly. So grow the things that you actually eat and that you like. Um, Oh, so good tip to do practice canning first. Yes, it's, practice it. Like I said, if all you're going to do is steam can or water bath can, and you want to focus on fruit and tomato products and like salsas and different things like that, and that's what you want to do, start figuring that out now, so that and start collecting recipes maybe from other people that have had success with them. So you want to make sure that you're not getting a book that, doesn't have anything that's gonna work out in it, you want tried and true stuff, and, so anyway, think about that, and, so that's a good part of preparing for next year's harvest and garden, so, anyway, you guys, I know this hour just went by so quickly. Fermenting veggies this year, including hot sauce, awesome. Wanna make salsa out of olive peppers and tomatoes you dehydrated. Oh, cool. Okay, you guys, you have so many great ideas and so many good things here. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. And oh, last week, thanks for giving me that buy. It was so crazy. I had 4 websites that crashed on Monday, and it was not a good day. And so I just was not in a place where I could be on at all. So anyway, an after hours party, there you go. So all right, you guys take care. God bless. Always have hope, and may your week be wonderful. Good night.